Once upon a time, there was a young, wealthy man who was traveling through a quiet countryside. Along the way, he was attacked by robbers. They beat him, took his money and valuables, and left him half dead by the roadside. Not long after, a man came by. He saw the young traveler lying on the ground, bleeding and weak. He stopped and said to himself, "Oh no! What if I help him and he dies in my house? What would people say about me?" So, out of fear, he walked away. A second man passed. He looked at the traveler and said, "This man is almost dead. I wish I could help, but I don't have the money. Even the little I have is for something else." And he, too, left the wounded man there. Then an old man, a humble farmer, came along the road. When he saw the young man, he cried out, "My son! What has happened to you? Someone must help you." Without hesitation, he lifted the man and took him to his small home. He called a local doctor, paid for treatment, and cared for the stranger until he regained his strength. Days later, the young man opened his eyes fully and said, "Sir, you saved my life. Thank you. But tell me, how did you get the money to treat me?" The old man smiled and said, "I sold some of my harvest in the market yesterday. That's how I got the money. I couldn't leave you there to die." Touched deeply, the young man asked, "Do you have any children, sir?" The old man's eyes became misty. "I once had a son," he said softly. "But I lost him many years ago. I've never been able to find him." The young man leaned forward and asked, "Do you remember anything about him? Any sign or mark?" "Yes," the old man replied. "He had a dark mark behind his right knee. I will never forget that." The young man froze, lifted his robe slightly, and revealed the same mark behind his knee. For a moment, both were silent. Then tears filled the old man's eyes. "My son," he cried. "Father," the young man shouted, falling into his arms. It was a miracle. The old man had unknowingly saved his own lost child. When the young man fully recovered, he took his father to the city, built him a beautiful home, and promised never to leave him again. And from that day on, he told everyone, "Be kind to everyone. You never know whose life you're touching. Kindness is the ultimate gift." Sparkle's moral: kindness costs nothing but means everything.